I'm not using 99% of my brain power. Yeah. Not that I ever do.
Harrison Smith. Oh, baby.
Woo, to the flow.
Nah, he's probably going to go down.
Yeah. Welcome to the Max&JuanCast. I'm taking the fucking airplane control from Juan today. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. We're in our top 10 list. We're on safeties this week. How you doing, Juan? How's everything going, bro? Don't forget to follow, like, comment, and subscribe. How you doing, Juan?
And post noties.
Hit the bell. Ding, ding.
Noti gang.
There you go. What's up, Juan? How you doing?
I'm doing all right, man.
That felt good, right?
It felt all right.
A little something light.
Welcome back. Welcome back to our top 10. What? Top 10.
Safety. I said top 10 list. We doing safeties. I already hit it.
You already hit everything?
I think so.
Did you tell them we're breaking them down in categories? Did you tell them we only made one list?
We made a combined list. There was a lot of fighting, scratching, hair pulling.
No clawing? What?
Well, clawing. All right.
You don't got no hair, though, dog.
Hey. You know, take over, dog. I already killed the energy.
All right, man. So today we're going to be doing safeties, all right? Been doing a couple of defenses lately. So might as well get defense out of the way. But this one was, I think it was easy to make. It was one of the easy ones.
I don't even want to talk anymore, bro, after that comment.
Oh, my God.
I'm hurt. Somebody.
Fucking guy.
No, Juan's right. This one was, I think, the most successful. I think we had the top 6 right. The only arguments were between 7 and 10. That's it. That's how much we agreed on this list.
And this one only had 2 tiers.
Oh, yeah, there's only 2.
Yeah, only 2. So at number 1, we got Tyrann Mathieu. Number 2, Jamal Adams. Number 3, Budda Baker. Number 4, Minkah Fitzpatrick. 5, Jesse Bates. 6, Justin Simmons. 7, Eddie Jackson. 8, Micah Hyde. Almost said Micah Parsons.
Oh, yeah.
Number 9, John Johnson. And number 10, Jeremy Chin. For honorable mentions, as we always do for these lists, at number 1, Marcus May. Number 2, Antoine Winfield Jr. At number 3, Harrison Smith. Number 4, Jordan Poyer. And then number 5, Derwin James.
Let's be real. If he could just get healthy, and we realize it's been, 2 years?
Yeah. 2 years and some change.
If he's healthy, he might be the top safety in football.
Yeah. That's how good Derwin James is.
We just wanted to pay him the respect of saying, hey, we recognize your talent. We recognize the production when you're healthy. You've had some bad luck. But let's just try to get over it. Yeah. That's really it.
So let's start at the top and just work our way down.
Just so you guys know, the tiers start at 1 to 5. So Bates is the last guy in the red tier.
Yeah.
And everyone else is just...
Yeah. Tyrann Mathieu, Jamal Adams, Budda Baker, Fitzpatrick, Jesse Bates. That's tier 1. Tier 2, Justin Simmons, Eddie Jackson, Micah Hyde, John Johnson, Jeremy Chin. Okay? Tier 1, tier 2. So, tier 1, Tyrann Mathieu at number 1. Is there any debate here?
I think there's a little.
I think so too.
And it's not as clear cut. There ain't nobody here that's special. Let me rephrase. There's nobody here that's so special they deserve their own tier.
I mean,
there's no drop off between any of the 5 guys. It's just like there's no Ed Reed, there's no Troy Polamalu. I like Tyrann Mathieu. He's a lot better in coverage than Jamal. Jamal Adams, one wanted to make him an edge rusher because he had 11 sacks or whatever.
I mean, let's just be flat out though. Jamal Adams will be the number 1 safety if he can cover. Would you agree?
Yeah, 100%.
No.
And if he had, he can get a pick or 2, it'd be nice.
Yeah.
I like Tyrann's ability to cover, whether that's slot corner, whether that's a little outside corner, whether that's just being tough. He brings an attitude to a defense. He makes big plays. He's been on bad defenses, but kind of elevated them to like mediocre, like being mediocre. Excuse me. And I just think the coverage is what set him apart from Adams.
Yeah.
Like out of the top 5, I think Adams is the worst in coverage.
Yeah, by far. Out of all these guys.
Yeah. It's not, oh, really?
Yeah. Who's worse?
Maybe Jeremy Chin, but he's a second-year player, so
I don't think so. Maybe, I mean, you can argue a lot of these guys. Not a lot. Probably 2 of them. 2 of them are linebackers, Jeremy Chin and Jamal Adams.
They are in a sense, but they just play at they're like just box safeties, I guess would be the best way to say it. Like, let's be real. Jamal Adams had 11 sacks. You don't want your safety to be leading your team in sacks by a pretty wide margin. That's not a fault of his.
Yeah. But
a lot of the coverage though with Seattle wasn't his fault. But go back to Tyrann.
Yeah. Tyrann, I think what makes him number 1 to me, what I told you was getting his hands on the ball. His ability to play make on the ball and being a ball hawk is just so valuable in today's NFL. And to me, like I just feel like he does that the best out of all these guys. Are there guys that are more talented than him? Hell yeah. Most definitely, bro.
He's a bit old. A little bit long
in
the tooth.
And it's crazy to see how, like, you would expect Jamal Adams to be number 1 just on the amount of draft picks they gave up for Jamal Adams. What did you think?
I mean, a little bit, but
Buda Baker, was he a first-round pick?
Buda Baker was not. I don't believe. I'll look it up.
Minka was a first-round pick. Jesse Bates wasn't.
They cut ties with Minka though, like super quick. They were like, all right, later, dude.
Yeah, that was way too fast.
Buda was a second-round pick.
Okay. So, yeah, none of these guys are first-round picks
wasn't.
besides... No, Simmons wasn't. Eddie Jackson wasn't. I just want to say I was right about Eddie Jackson. You're my witness. Did I not say Eddie Jackson was nice?
But you said Eddie Jones.
No, Eddie Jackson.
Yeah, no, you were on Eddie. I think we both agreed. You're like, he's pretty good. Just like we think Ronnie Harrison's really good. And it's like, why does no one give a crap?
Micah Hyde, another guy that's not a first-round pick.
I feel like he might. No, I don't think he was.
Jeremy Chin.
Second-round pick.
Yeah. None of these guys are first-round picks besides Jamal and Minka. That's crazy to think at the safety position. I think it just goes to show you how a lot of teams just throw out guys. I think it just shows the value of corners these days. No one's really trying to look for that Earl Thomas type of dude. Is there any guy close to Earl Thomas on like his level? Because I personally think
I feel like Tyrann's too different than him to be put on his level.
Yeah.
I want to go look at I'm going to pull up some of the drafts. How long do you want to go back? Like 2017?
We can go back further.
We want to go 16? Let's go 5 years.
Okay.
5 years.
16.
I just want to look. I'm going to tell you the safeties taken in the first round. I know Malik Hooker's in here somewhere, and man, I had a lot of stock in Malik Hooker.
He didn't even get a second contract with his team.
Carl Joseph. I'm
still in the league, but yeah, most definitely. Like nowhere close to top
Keanu
10.
Neal. He was a hit. He was good. He was good. He still might be good. It's just a lot of injuries.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We should have. No, unreal. That's it. So that year, who do we say? Keanu Neal and Carl Joseph.
Yeah.
Was it worth it?
Overdrafts. Both overdrafts. Because they're the same player.
Maybe this is like taking a running back in the first. It just doesn't work out then. Well, there's been a lot more running back success in the first round than safeties. Okay, and then the next year in 2017, Jamal. Hit. Okay.
Especially for the draft capital you got back from
Malik Hooker.
That's a flop.
Jabril Peppers.
That's a flop.
You think it's a flop?
It's a flop. He's good. He's just good. He's solid.
It's not a hit.
Not a hit, though.
That's it. That's it for that one.
And then what year are we on next?
We're on 2018. It's kind of just concerning how few safeties hit. The next year, let's see. Minka?
Hit.
But
that's a hit, though.
Yeah, no, it's a hit. But he did he got rid of his team. Derwin James.
That's interesting. We're going to talk about him a little bit more. But that's We'll talk about
Terrell Edmonds, no bad pick.
Miss.
Bad. Good player,
Yeah, good.
but it's just not what you want in the first.
I mean, that's solid. I mean, it was at the tail end of the first, correct? It was
it was 23.
Yeah, so I mean, not that bad, but
And
still.
now we're in the famous Cleveland Farrell draft.
You just had to mention that, huh?
I just saw it. Darnell Savage. He was almost an honorable mention, but still, he's still pretty young. Jonathan Abram, no way. Oh, wait.
Okay.
What did I say? Did I say something wrong?
I disagree on that.
What did I say, Juan? What did I say?
You can be that guy.
Oh, you're smoking crack again. Then that's 2019. We'll stop at 2020 because I mean, Winfield was good. Not a first round pick though.
Right.
Let's see.
Isaiah Simmons. Are we counting him as a safety?
Yeah, he's got to be, right? What is he? I mean, it depends.
It's funny how we talked him at linebacker too.
Xavier McKinney is a second round pick. There was no safeties in this year, so wow, yeah, there's just not a lot of.
Little story about safety on what I think. Jalen Ramsey. What draft class was
25th, whatever Zeke was. I'll look it up.
Sorry if I get the year wrong. It was 2016 or 2017, one of those years.
I'll tell you when I get it.
I had a debate with Joey.
2016.
2016. I had a debate with Joey, a resident Niner fan of the podcast. I was telling him I don't think anyone should draft Jalen Ramsey top 5. He said, "Why the fuck not? Like, are you insane? Have you watched the film on Jalen Ramsey?" I said, "Oh yeah, most definitely. He's great. He's amazing. I just don't think you should take a safety that high, because there was legit talks at teams drafting him as a safety. Dallas Cowboys, instead of picking Jalen Ramsey, they went Ezekiel Elliott. They were talking about drafting Ramsey as a safety, not a cornerback. That's where I have the problem. He would have been a great player at safety, but how much value are you getting with just having a great safety? I mean, just look at a guy like Earl Thomas, how he got kicked off a team and no one even picked him up. Maybe that's character issues, but wouldn't you think the NFL has enough character guys in the league, like the Kareem Hunts? You know what I mean? Guys who have a shady past, a guy like Tyreek Hill. Like, sometimes it just doesn't matter. If you can be good at football, there's exceptions, no matter how shitty what you did. And Earl Thomas, yes, it is a different situation. It's nothing like domestic. It's kind of like the cardinal sin in the NFL, like your own teammates throwing you under the bus. So that can be really bad. But him as a talent-wise, like, why is Earl Thomas still a free agent? And what I come to, besides the whole teammate stuff, is just safety is just undervalued. And you don't really need an elite guy back there.
I don't think it's undervalued. It's just not important. Like, the people aren't like, oh, it's like we can get away. It's not like, oh, we need an elite one. I just think people were like, we just need an okay one. Maybe that is undervalued, but I just don't think it's not a
premium like corner.
Premium position. Yeah, you put a lot more stress on corners than you do safeties, and safeties are important. Every position's important. If you can get a guy like Jesse Bates or Minka or Buddha, any of these guys, you're like, oh, that's really important to have one of those. But no one, and I mean no one, would take these guys over. Well, let's go back to our corner list. Who's the lowest corner they would take over, like the number? Like, who's the number one safety they take over a corner? So that question's weird. Marshawn Lattimore, Tyrann Matthew. Sorry, who would they rather have? Teams?
Marshawn,
Tre'Davious White,
Denzel
Ward,
Denzel, all of them, maybe except for James Bradbury.
So you got 8 above that number one guy.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a big problem. I would say this, though. Look, going back to our list, the guy who I have mass confidence in that he's going to be number one by the end of the season, Minka Fitzpatrick. That's my guy.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, that's my guy. I really love Minka Fitzpatrick. I love what he brings to the table.
Really?
Yeah.
I just
either that or a guy like Buda Baker.
I like Bates more than I like Fitzpatrick. I think Fitzpatrick just does a lot of stuff well. Doesn't really do anything. I know he had that really good stretch that year they sucked, where he had like 7 picks in 7 games, like 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
I don't see him. I haven't seen him make that type of impact again. I think he's just really solid. I don't really like him that much in zone. I don't like him that much in man. Excuse me.
What about Buddha?
Love Buddha. Buddha's a missile. He can play coverage. Buddha's biggest thing is he got hawked by DK Metcalf. Like hawked. Like hawked. Go Hawks. That's really it. I don't see a problem with Buddha. I know he's a smaller guy, but he's imposing. Like he imposes well on receivers. He can cover. He can move well.
Dog.
Just a dog. Yeah. It's just
why isn't Jesse Bates number one?
For me, I think he's just still putting it together. He's a young guy. He's the youngest guy out of, I think, these top 5. I just think Tyrann right now has like got it all figured out. Whether it's going to be, I'm going to play in the slot, and Bates can't play in the slot. Like Tyrann's, who's the best slot guy in this? Tyrann,
slot guy.
Like who's the best guy? You say go cover. Like I don't know why the Seahawks were like, I'm going to have Jamal Adams cover Cooper Kupp in the slot. Not a good matchup for him. But Tyrann, I feel confident. I feel confident in Buddha.
Yeah, confident in Buddha. I'm confident in Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Oh, I'm not. That's where we disagree. And I'm not confident in Jesse Bates either.
No, Jesse Bates, no.
So that's why I think Tyrann's solidly number 1. Adams is the biggest playmaker, probably.
Yeah. Adams has the most potential if he can get it together on.
Yeah, and he's been good in coverage. It was just bad. It's not all on him. That's a bad misconception where all the Seahawks problems were on him.
Oh, no.
They were bad.
Communication-wise was the problem why the Seahawks were bad on defense.
Yeah. And then, like I said with Minkah, it's just really good. It's not really spectacular, in my opinion, anywhere. He's not really great at tackling. He's not bad at it. He's just really good. I think he's like rock solid.
I really like Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And Bates, I think, is just up and coming. Like I have Bates over Simmons. We both had Bates over Simmons. We thought Simmons is a little overrated.
Okay.
The highest paid safety in football.
So who's your guy to be number 1 at the end of the season if you had to choose and it's not Tyrann Mathieu?
Derwin James, if he's healthy. No.
Out of these top 5 guys. Out of the first
I go
tier.
Jamal or Buddha, yeah.
I like Buddha and Fitzpatrick. I think Adams is who he is at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the first tier. Second tier.
How big's the gap between Bates and Simmons?
It's close.
I think it's close too, but I don't think Simmons does as much as people give him credit for. Like I don't think he transforms that defense.
Exactly.
Like, and you watch him a lot more than I do. I'm more the NFC, you're more the AFC. But I've seen enough of him to say, like, I like him. But it's just like
he does a lot of the little things. He's the leader of the back end. Like he's always in the right place at the right time. Like he rarely makes mistakes. But does he do the stuff that puts you over the top? Does he pick off the ball, score touchdowns for you? Does he turn games?
Does he make big plays? Does he make the huge pass breakup? No, I don't.
Here and there, but not enough. Not on a Tyrann Mathieu level. Like how many times have you seen Tyrann Mathieu just make a fucking incredible play on third down?
I think the top 5 guys all have a lot more pressure than Simmons.
Yeah.
To produce. Like their team needs them to be good.
Yeah.
To be a decent defense. I don't think the Broncos need Simmons that much. And you can kind of read into it like, hey, look how like long they put off paying him. I know they did pay him.
Yeah.
But if I'm like, I don't want to lose a guy who's good for nothing. I would just trade him. Like someone would trade for Justin Simmons. He's good athletically, but just not spectacular.
Right.
Like I don't think it's a big gap between him and Eddie Jackson. I think Eddie Jackson is just a little like just not as imposing as Simmons.
I think that's why we put him on the second tier because all of them.
It's just they're all kind of the same crap. Like Chin could jump into 5.
Yes.
Or Winfield because they're just young. I think Micah Hyde's a really. We almost put Micah Hyde / Jordan Poyer. That's how close it was with him. I think Micah Hyde in coverage is probably the best out of the second tier. Whether that's playing man-to-man, because he used to be a corner, but he's just kind of physically limited because he's a little bit older.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Yeah, I would agree with Micah with him being the best covered guy.
Chin is just fucking athleticism out the ass. Like, let him learn how to play a little bit.
I mean, with Chin, it's kind of like pick your poison because he plays a lot more at the Sam linebacker. Like, that's the thing with him.
Yeah.
But he's labeled as a safety. Like, he does play safety for them. To me, Jeremy Chin is the closest thing we've been seeing from, like, a guy like Cam Chancellor. Like, he's Cam Chancellor on steroids. Like, the way they play him.
I think Cam Chancellor is Jeremy Chin on steroids, just because how big he is. But I get what you're saying. I get it.
No, but as far as like athleticism, why? Because Cam Chancellor wasn't that athletic.
not freakish like Chin. Chin is. I've been using that word a little too much today, so I gotta like chill out. But I like Chin's upside. Chin's upside's great. Like, okay, the reason it was Anton Winfield or Chin
at the 10th spot.
Yeah, and we went with. I know Winfield did it like in the postseason. He was really good, made big plays, but I think that defense was so stacked. They didn't need him to be spectacular, even though he has like moments.
Max turned me on that one because I had Winfield 10. So shout out to Max.
Thank you, man.
Shout out to Max. He won that debate. He convinced me Jeremy Chin should be at 10.
Now that's basically just pointing everyone in the comment section, be like, Max is a fucking idiot. Pick Chin.
Okay,
John Johnson's just solid. He's like the Minka of the second tier.
I'm just gonna say this, John Johnson. I want to see another year of it.
A little bit. Yeah.
I was so close to putting him at 10, but there was no way I can put Jeremy Chin of just 1 year. That's kind of being,
like hypocritical.
Yeah. So you had to put John Johnson on there. He had an amazing year. He got paid for it. But I want to see another year of it.
I think he'll have another year of it because I feel like he went to a similar type defense with the Browns. He doesn't have to do like everything.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly, I think we might have. Marcus May's really good. He's really solid, but I don't think he's a difference maker. And I really wanted May to be 10.
Yeah.
But
he was fighting for that one. That's when he did lose.
Chin's a difference maker. And Marcus May deserves to get paid. All the above. He's the best guy as of right now on the top 5. Harrison Smith, that's all one. Yo, I fucking couldn't stand this fool for putting him right there. I was like, dude, he's like 16 to me.
I wanted to put him on the list. I wanted to put him in the top 10.
I feel like he's just regressed a little bit too much.
I think part of it is just the Vikings being a fucking mess in the back end.
I agree with that. You can't put on him, but I just feel like he used to be a lot more rangy.
Yeah. The thing is the age. The age can, be the downfall of him just losing a step.
Employer's just the John Johnson / Minka, super solid everywhere. Doesn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. Now look, the star of the list, Derwin James. I think easily, no questions asked, bro. Derwin James has the capability of being number 1 on this list. He can cover. He can tackle. He's a huge playmaker. Blitzer. QB Spire.
He was a first-team All-Pro and a second-team All-Pro in 2018.
Yeah, he checks all the boxes out.
How many games did he play in 2019?
None.
He played 5. What did he play in 2020?
None, right?
Yeah,
none.
It's real, man. He's like the Embiid, bro. Like, take 2 years off, get your foot right, Bubba. Come on, team.
It's
I
tough.
loved him coming out, man. Dude, there's a reason.
This is a make or break it for him.
Yeah, and they exercised the 5th-year option on his contract, which kind of like signifies to me like we got some belief in him. But what was smart of them, don't give this dude a contract. You cannot even. I would tag his ass. I know that sounds messed up because I want the guy to get paid, but he's a big injury risk.
Huge injury risk. But he's one of those guys out of everyone on this list.
If this was a talent list, he's one.
No,
talent list.
But I'm saying to transform a defense.
Oh yeah,
he's one of those safeties that can do
he's
that.
a weapon. Yeah.
I'm glad Jamal Adams. I think Jamal Adams has the capability of transforming a defense. I just think Seattle needs to figure out where to exactly play him.
It's not his fault completely. Like, he shouldn't be guarding Cooper Kupp man to man.
Exactly.
I don't trust Justin Simmons. I don't trust Minka. Like I said, Juan did, but that's just me. I don't trust Jesse Bates. Sometimes they kind of were like, you're the highest paid player. You got to go out there, even though it's like a bad matchup for you. It's like, hey, Rudy Gobert, you're our best player, but you can't play against 5 small guys. Well, fuck it. Let's do it.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like he's kind of miscast in a sense.
Yeah. Were there any safeties that got drafted this year in the first round?
Is it bad? I can't remember right now. NFL.
Well, does my boy have a chance? The guy who I don't really like, Morig. He was a second rounder.
No. He doesn't trust me.
Hey man, those training camp clips.
You didn't even
nice.
you like this teammate better. I like this teammate better than Darius Washington.
I did too. I'm gonna stand by that. I want to see Morig fucking prove it.
No, safety's in the first. Javon Holland was the first in the second round. He's good.
Yeah, Javon Holland.
Yeah.
I think this class though for safeties, I think it's kind of like the same. Like they're just really fucking solid.
Yeah.
It's kind of just what they're producing these days. The days of the Ed Reeds and Palomalos are fucking done.
Yeah. I think it's just, I don't know what they're trying to do with safeties. Like Winfield's good, but like I don't think he'll ever be as
I think
Reed-ish.
the last guy to play at an elite level as far as like freaking playmaker, Earl Thomas in his heyday. He was by far the best safety in the league.
Earl and Cam. I feel like
Earl and Cam, bro.
That might be the best complements of skill sets.
Yes.
Ever. Marrying with scheme. Like the scheme was perfect for them. It was all good.
And you know what? The revolution of defense on just like a whole bunch of different things that you can do on defense these days really does change the safety position. Because usually with Seattle, with the LOB, you can argue like that's been the motto usually. Like the guy who's a rangy
Center fielder?
Yeah, rangy
Oh,
center
you mean
fielder.
like that's like the standard. Like you got that's the like Green Bay has that guy. Darnell Savage is kind of the closest thing we have.
And then you got the guy in Cam Chancellor, the hitter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like your prototypical free safety, strong safety. Now,
so Mo Rig is Earl Thomas and Abrams Cam on the Raiders.
maybe.
Yeah.
Hey, we do got Gus Bradley, homie. That's all I gotta say about that.
Big Gussie.
But
Wait, Gus is a bomb. Please wash.
shut up.
Sorry.
Anyway,
Is that it? You have any questions?
who can jump? Who can jump? That's not on
we
the
gotta,
list.
We got to do our trend thing. I'm sorry, I almost forgot.
Who's trending up and down?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, Matthew down. Jamal
I'm gonna go. I'm
Same.
gonna keep them the same. Buddha
up.
up. Minka. I'm gonna go same.
I'm
Bates,
gonna go up.
I'm gonna go up for.
Bates.
You know, I'm gonna do Minka down. Bates up.
Really?
Really, seriously. Simmons is great, right where he is.
Okay.
Eddie, I'm gonna go down. What about Simmons? For
Same.
you?
I'm gonna
Simmons,
go
you're
Eddie.
going-
Eddie the same.
What about Simmons though? You didn't tell me Simmons.
Same.
Same. And you said Eddie's going up.
No.
Or
Same. Same.
I think Micah Hyde might go down. He's just a little older.
I'm gonna go up just because the Bills are gonna be good this year.
I'd go John Johnson up. And I'd go Jeremy Chin up.
Oh yeah. Marcus May. He has a potential
And yeah,
to go
I
up.
realize, guys, I'm not scientific. Like, oh, this guy's up, this guy's down. I'm just telling you how I feel about the guy. Like,
Yeah.
I think these guys will go up. It's just like what I feel. I'm not really using much of my brain. Like, I'm not using 99% of my brain power. Not that I ever do.
Harrison Smith. Up, baby.
Woo, to the flow.
Nah, he's probably gonna go down.
Yeah, I will. Trust.
Poyer can go up.
Poyer, a little
Derwin James, fucking skyrocket.
healthy.
Yeah. Any second year guys or a guy who's not on this list who we just
Trayvon Morwig. No, I don't.
not
think
really
so.
though. Anyone.
I don't think we missed anyone. I mean, I can hit the teams again. I don't really mind doing this. I was thinking out. This is more of a conversation than it is just.
Yeah, I'm curious because I think Abram can do it.
You fucking Tart or Jimmy Ward now.
Jimmy Ward's pretty good though.
Yeah, solid.
He's just not better than these
Not
guys.
Terrell Edmonds, not Patrick Chung, even though he's retired. Devin McCourty, no, they're a little too old. Green Bay, no, I think we're good. Darnell Savage, maybe. Darnell
he was
Savage,
close.
maybe. Amos, no. Simmons, no. Rodney McLeod, no, thank you. I think we're good, dude. I'm looking through the teams. We hit basically everybody important. Maybe Landon Collins has a resurgence, but I think he is who he is right now, dude. He hasn't been good. Jabril Peppers. Could he sneak his way on?
Maybe. I don't.
What
think
about
so,
Blackman from the Colts? Julian Blackman.
I really like
not
him.
bad.
I really like
not
him.
bad at all.
Yeah, he's a guy that can have a jump.
Jordan Whitehead's not. Marcus Williams. Okay,
Marcus
he could
Williams.
sneak in. I'm sorry, Marcus May and Marcus Williams.
Oh, a guy that not on this list, Kevin Byard. Why?
I just don't see the play anymore. I don't see the dynamic play, and I'm sorry we did not mention it. I haven't seen that guy lately, man. I just don't know where he is, and I just don't think he makes plays. I know Titans can't cover anybody, but where's he been? Where's he been? I think Justin Reed's better than Kevin Byard.
I was just about to say I like a guy like Justin Reed. He's just in Houston hell right now.
Oh yes, just demand a trade and get out while you can.
Keanu Neal, another guy.
Too hurt.
Yeah.
Too hurt. We took injuries into consideration. Like, we're not going to put a guy who didn't play last year at 1.
Right.
Unless it's like Patrick Mahomes, but even then it's kind of like.
But that's going to do it for safeties, guys. Thank you for joining us for this top 10 list, man. We're gonna keep on moving on this train, bro. We're gonna be consistently doing this throughout.
We got all the positions to go.
All the positions, bro.
It's either preseason talk or this, and I don't like preseason football. I watch it, but I don't like talking about it because last I checked, the Detroit Lions went 4-0, and then they went 0-16. So
yeah, a lot better than the preseason stuff going on right now. But make sure to subscribe, like the video, comment down below. Who do you think we're missing? Is there a guy out there that maybe we're like, what the fuck?
Or is there a guy we're smoking crack about how high he is?
Yeah, exactly.
And smash,
let us know.
And smash the like button, smash the subscribe button the same way Earl Thomas smashes his way to NFL free agency by being a bad teammate.
Yep.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to him. Shout out to all the audio listeners that listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and anywhere else they get their podcast listens at. My name is Juan. This is my co-host Max.
And I'm out.
We
Stole
out.
Juan's thunder, baby. Second time.
We out. Peace.